Hey guys, I'm Mel Tabir.
And I'm Jennifer Chatfield.
We are starting a channel about real estate conversations, questions, kind of just general knowledge. We get questions all the time. We also see lots of misinformation. So to, I guess, roll that back a little bit, we are both licensed agents in Utah in real estate. So we have been very busy right now, and it's been great. So we also wanted to just do this. So let's see what we do from here.
Well, we thought we wanted to also let everyone know there's a lot of information, and it can be general to anywhere in the United States. So although we're real estate agents in the state of Utah, I also have been a real estate agent licensed in Florida. Overall, I'd say 95% of the information is the same. There is some local rules that are, and those can be addressed if you ask us questions. But our channel is mostly going to be talking about in general.
General questions that can be universal, no matter your market.
Exactly.
So, but we want to just kind of tell you a little bit about us, and that way you know who we are and where you're getting your information from. So I'll just let Jennifer go ahead and start with herself.
Well, as you can tell, I'm probably the aged agent, doing by age, not by amount of time. But anyways, I've been...
You're a fine wine, Jen.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's why I love her. Anyways, I got my degree in marketing and advertising at the University of Massachusetts at Amherst. I graduated #1 in my major. I then got a job in Boston at a local advertising agency with clients like McDonald's, Sugarloaf Mountain Medical Company. From there, I ended up getting married. My husband had to finish school, so we moved to Utah. I then worked for Marriott Corp with one of their radio stations. And fast forwarding there, he graduated. We decided to have 3 children. I stayed home with the kids. Now I have 10 grandchildren. I love them all. But in that time, I called this job mercenaries. I moved around from New England, Boston area, to Southern Orange County, to Nashville area, to Naples, Florida, and to Fort Lauderdale. And now I'm here.
So what's your favorite?
Well, Utah, because of my kids.
But if you didn't have your kids, what would your favorite be?
But I'm not big into humidity, so the dry air is great, and a really good down coat, I'd say.
Yeah.
So
I moved here from Florida, which I'll say on my part, but I can agree with the humidity.
Yeah.
Much better.
Yeah. So anyways, then I got the opportunity to go back to work, and I love it. I love real estate. I love looking at homes, and there's not a lot of things I don't love. I actually love meeting new people, and it's made it so that for me, my clients are my family, and that's how I really like to treat them. So Mel, how'd you get into this?
Well, my story is a little different. So so for one, I have 5 kids. And I don't know, I never really imagined myself having 5 kids, but welcome to Utah. No, I'm just kidding. I was a stay-at-home mom for a while, and I kind of always did those odd-end jobs that I had to be home with the kids and kind of could juggle childcare and things like that. But I always loved real estate, and I always wanted to be a realtor. My grandma's actually a broker and has been a broker for 40 years in Texas, so I grew up around it, and I finally got the opportunity almost 3 years ago to get licensed and have been, I don't know, I kind of did it the not smart way, but I jumped in, and my husband quit his job because I wanted to be available for showings, and I thankfully had been successful and was full-time. Now I'm a full-time agent, and I would be considered, I guess, top producing because we do a lot of volume, and me and Jennifer got connected because she actually was looking for a house, so she was a client turned now partner. So we love working together because we're able to balance it, and that is really the beauty of making sure that you have a good partnership, because real estate can get very rigorous and overwhelming, and balancing your family life and your clients and being available, because like Jennifer, I treat all my clients like family too. So I want to be available for them, and I want to answer their questions, and sometimes that puts me in this place where I have to ignore maybe some family obligations or things like that, but now we are able to help each other out with that. So
yeah, and the great thing is in one of our last clients we had is that sometimes when you're on the other side and you're not the agent and you're the customer and it's a very emotional time, you kind of want to get your question answered quickly.
Right.
And a lot of people will end up just calling a random agent off of one of the websites, and because they don't want to bother their agent. But that's what we want you to do, is we actually want you to bother us.
It would be concerning if you never had any questions.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, and as minimal as, man, I've gone and measured a doggy door for someone just because they couldn't get there. They wanted to make sure that the house had the doggy door.
Right.
And to that a dog is a family member. So,
right. Absolutely. That's absolutely correct. I agree. So.
Yeah. So we as a partnership, we tag team. We try to make sure that every one of our clients is readily and quickly answered. And that's what I think you need to do. And that's what we're trying to let people know, is that finding the right agent is the most important process in the real estate.
Yes, because it's some people think, anyone can do it, or I can just get any agent. Or a lot of people, I see this all the time, have friends that are doing it part time. Not your friend could be a great agent, but they also could not be. So you have to just make sure that you're asking the right questions, and know that if any time your realtor gives you the impression that you are bothering them, I guess unless you're ultra pesky, no, I'm just kidding. For the majority of people, that's probably an indication that they maybe not a good fit. So.
Well, and the beauty is that some of the things, I love our partnership. Mel's taught me. And some of the things that we've done, we're very creative especially in a moving market. Yeah. Here in Utah, it's extremely moving. Also, I know in Florida, it's moving quickly. So we've been able to get very creative in our offers. Things that I think real estate are too afraid to do. Go to bat for our clients and be creative, and to try to win that home that they want.
Right, because it's super competitive. So, and those are some things that we're going to go over as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just, there's a lot of information that people just don't know. Right. So that's why we're here. And that's what we want to go over. And I mean, one of the first things we're going to start off with is first-time home buyers, because that is probably the number one question, or the number one group of the category of client who has the most questions. And a lot of them are definitely universal across the market, across no matter what state you're in.
Well, and I'd say right now a lot of people are going in as first-time home buyers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can buy for less than you can rent for the first time in a long time in a lot of markets.
Yeah. So check our personal websites out. Mine's www.shopchatfieldhomes.com.
And mine is www.melsellsutah.com. Both of our websites are, obviously, they're a source to look at homes if you're in Utah. Otherwise, you can send us emails, questions. You can find information about us. We have our own little bios there. And yeah, it's just that's just a general resource. But we do have Facebook, obviously YouTube, and Instagram. All those channels are available that you can reach us, which we will put our handles below. So next week, we're going to talk about first-time home buyers in real estate, and we want your questions. So email us, comment, be kind, but give us your feedback, and maybe some questions we don't think about.
Yeah.
Because we are only going to, think about maybe some things that are common for us, but I'm sure there's lots of questions we don't know.
Yeah. We'll see you next week.
Thanks so much.